Hi guys, okay, this is just a brief um, review on my Lunette Menstrual Cup. For those of you who've looked at my Instead Soft Cup review, I did talk about the fact that it was very comfortable to use, very easy to insert and remove. Um, for the Instead Soft Cups, they did mention you could use it up to 12 hours at a time. However, I did recommend in that video that you should use it for less than 10 hours because I found that using it for anywhere for up to 10 to 12 hours, the cup seemed to not hold the fluid. It seems like it kind of um, overflowed, even though I did not have a heavy flow. But I guess the fact that this soft cup is um, a bit soft, and I should have, one second, I did get a pack of these at my local Walgreens, and like I mentioned, it comes in a pack like that, and the cup looks something like this. It looks something like this. So this piece here is actually just plastic. So I did mention that for these insect soft cups, they're very comfortable. However, I would use them when I'm traveling for long hours and long periods of time. That way, I don't have to worry about um, having to rinse my cup in a public restroom with the instead soft cups. Since they're disposable, I could just get rid of them, reinsert a new one. Anyways, this is a Lunette menstrual cup review. I did order it from Amazon, and I ordered the Model 2 for normal to heavy flow because my flow is pretty heavy. Pretty normal. It's not heavy at all. Um, so the pack comes with, of course, your menstrual cup and a little bag, like a satin cup pouch that you could store your cup in once you're done using it for your cycle until you need it again. So my cup is the Cynthia. I'm not sure if the name stands for the color of the cup, but it's a purple, so like a light purple color. Um, it's not too soft and it's not too firm either. It's like just in the middle. I did order this and I do like it. I Because I wanted a cup that was not too firm and not too soft either. After doing my research, I heard some people say the softer the cup, the harder it is to kind of manipulate it and get it to pop open. So I do love this cup. I used it a few times. For those of you who have seen the Lunette cup, you will realize that the stem is normally much longer. On the stem there are like 3 ridges. I did have to cut the stem down to like the very first ridge because I found that it was too long once I inserted it. So I had to keep cutting it and reinserting, cutting to find the right length for me, and this is how short I cut it. Um, I find the cup to be very comfortable. You put it in there, you don't even feel it. And the fact that I work out 6 days a week, and I do various activities and I move about and do all this stuff, and I found it to hold pretty good. It's up there, you don't feel it, and I was looking for something like that where I could use it. It gets the job done, and I don't have to worry about it. Um, you can use this for up to 12 hours as well. For me, I never really left it that long. I mean, I take a couple showers in the day, so what I would do is I showered in the morning. Um, After I go to the gym or whatever, I take it off. And it's really easy to take it off. I just sit over the toilet bowl, and you kind of, if you push down like you're having a bowel movement, it kind of brings the cup lower so you could grab it and pull it off. So I just take it off once I'm sitting on the toilet. I just take it off, dump the contents in the toilet, use a wet napkin, clean it off, and then I wash it off with warm water in the shower. I would also use some soap, but you want to make sure if you use soap that you rinse it off really, really good and there is no residue of the soap left on the cup. Sometimes I would just use like a washcloth or something because everything is cleaned out. I would just use a washcloth to wash it out while in the shower. Um, and basically that's it. Then I would reinsert it, and then at night When I take my other shower, I would do the same thing. So really, I never got to use the cup for more than 12 hours at a time, or up to 12 hours at a time. And since my flow is very, very light, most times I never even got to the first ridge, because on the cup you probably can't see that, but there's like a few ridges on the cup for the measurement, and I never even got to the first ridge on the cup at all. Like most times, it was probably above the three ridges on the bottom of the cup. Um, but like I say, it did feel comfortable. I didn't feel it in there. I didn't have to worry about it. Um, in terms of the folds, my first time that I inserted the cup, I used the punch down fold, and it's just like this, and you punch it down and squeeze the top. So it looks something like this. Um, so that's the fold I used the first time, but then I did find it was kind of hard to get it to pop up, and I had to keep twisting and twisting and twisting until I felt like it had a good suction. So then I used the C fold, which is pretty easy. You just fold it like that and fold it again like this to form a C, and you insert it. So that worked really good for me. Once it was in there, it kind of popped open, and I just gave it a little twist, just twirl it, and as you twirl it, you feel the suction, and it kind of pushes it higher up. So if it's too low, just give it a twirl until you feel it's comfortable enough. So that's what I did, inserting it. And as I mentioned in my insert soft cup review video, when you're inserting your menstrual cup, you want to make sure you're not just going directly in and straight. So it's not in and straight. You want to make sure you're entering at an angle, pushing down and then up. And then when it came to removing it, I know if you look at some of the reviews for the cups, how to remove it, they tell you to hold the bottom, squeeze on the bottom, and that will release the suction, because at the top there's 4 little holes. That didn't work for me. I'm not sure why. So most times when I had to remove it, I would just insert my finger and press down on the side like this, and that released the suction, and then I just pulled it out. I didn't have to worry about anything spilling over. I had no leaks with this. I used panty liners and no leaks whatsoever, so after a few days of using it, I didn't see the need of the panty liners anymore. um, so that's the review on this cup. They do recommend that you boil the cup for about 10 minutes before your first use and after you're done using it for your cycle. So I did boil it um, for my first use, and I did boil it in my kitchen. However, once I wanted to boil it to sterilize it after my cycle, I would suggest getting an electric cup. For those of you who don't mind doing it in your kitchen, then that's fine. You could just get a specific pot that you know it's dedicated for that particular purpose. But for those of you who do mind having to boil your menstrual cup in your kitchen where you cook and everything, I would suggest that you buy an electric cup. That way you could just plug it in your electric outlet in your bathroom, let the water boil, and then add your cup to it. So you don't have to worry about the steam and everything in your kitchen, and hygiene wise. So that's what I did. I don't have the electric cup right here, but I did get an electric cup, and that's what I have been using. Um, and that's what I'll continue to use once I have to boil my cup before and after my use. And then you just put it to dry after it's boiled for 10 minutes. When you're boiling it, you want to make sure you fill your container up with water and put it on the stove and let it come to a boiling point before you add your cup, because you don't want to add your cup when your water is not boiling, because what's going to happen is your cup may sink to the bottom of the container and the heat may cause damage to your cup. So you want to add it at the point where the water is boiling and it's like a rolling boil. That way your cup stays on the surface of the water and it doesn't have to touch the bottom. I did add a bit of baking soda to the water when I was sterilizing my cup. I know Lunette didn't mention anything about it, and I'm not sure. I mean, baking soda is a good cleansing agent, and it's a good odor eliminating agent. So I did add some, not too much, less than half a teaspoon. Just added some of that to my water to help with the odor or whatever. because I mean it is blood in there, so you want to make sure it's cleaned properly, it's sterilized properly for when you store it and have to use it next time. Um, so once it's boiled, you want to boil it for 10 minutes or whatever, however long you're supposed to boil it for, no more than the recommended time. And once you've removed it from the pot or the container or whatever, just put it on a piece of paper towel. Don't store it like this on the paper towel. Just put it to lie on its side, let it air dry. And then once it's done, you just put it back in the pouch, store it till you're ready to use it again. So that's my review. I hope you liked it. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And I do thank you for watching, and I hope this helped those of you who are doing your research on menstrual cups or just want to know people's feedback on, for those who've used it. So thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.